Hey, what's going on, guys? This is People Play NegativeAE, and welcome to Synthetik Legion Rising. This is a game that was recommended me on Steam, and it had overwhelmingly positive reviews, so I had to kind of jump in and see what it was about. Now, I'm recording this post. It's been a while since I've recorded things in post, and I like the post format because I'm able to talk a lot more while playing, and I know what happened because I was in the game, so I know what's going on. First things first, we're gonna get rid of the chat because who knows what the chat is saying. But yeah, I found this game, it's interesting. So what you're seeing right now is I'm getting kind of used to the game. There's a reticle right there, and as you see, whenever I move, it like gets bigger. So I want to stay still when I fire for the most accuracy. And there are things like headshots in this game. So if you aim towards the top of the head, it counts as a headshot. And then there's critical hits. So if you get a critical hit and a headshot, you do max damage. So there's all this cool stuff. And then I think the whole difficulty of this game is built around the reload system. There's like difficult enemies and stuff that like come after you and try to do stuff, but really it's all like difficult because of the reload system. So the reload system requires you, once you run out of ammo, it doesn't automatically reload like other games. You have to like eject the clip and then hit the R button to reload, or you can press space twice. And then it's like an active reload, like Gears of War. So like you have to like actively reload it for extra damage, which is interesting to say the least. So we're just going through a little tutorial area, and it takes a lot of getting used to too, and it's not just that you have to do the active reload. You have to do it while dodging bullets and kind of shooting at enemies, I guess. And if you don't want to eject too early, like let's say you're like, oh, I want to have full ammo for the next fight. If you try to eject too early and you reload, I think I got like a sniper here. Yeah, it's like a poison sniper. Crazy. It's so interesting to watch pose because I'm so focused in the moment, and then like I almost get like contact focused because I'm like watching someone be focused. But yeah, you don't want to eject too early because you lose all of that ammo that you started with. So very interesting. And then there's other like interactable stuff around the world that's super interesting. It just looks good too, right? I don't know what it is about like this style. You know what I really like is like isometric graphics. I think those look pretty cool. Any game with isometric stuff is pretty sweet. Anything with anime graphics. And then I'm fighting this rocket thing. There's two rocket things. There's this little rocket guy and then like a big mother rocket person. And I believe the rockets are heat-seeking because they like guide towards you a little bit. You know what I'm saying? It's like they kind of curve. They're like heat-seeking missiles. So you kill that. I have 4 bullets left. But I have like different weapons too. So I can have up to 3 weapons while I'm doing this. Now I don't know. So there's multiple classes too, right? So like this is just one of the classes that you can choose in this. There's like Riot, there's like a Berserker or a Commando thing, and there's like a Rogue. And each class, there's like classes, and then there's subclasses. There's like 2 subclasses of each class. So there's like a Rogue, a Commando, a Assault, I think. I forget what they're all called, but I'm playing as like the default Riot Shield dude. I have a shield that like I think protects me if I have it up, but I have to use a specific weapon. Like it's that one right there. That's my shield weapon. And so like I'll take less damage from bullets from the front if I use that weapon, but I also want to make sure that everything's all right. This guy's a pain in the butt. Some people can like teleport grenades on the ground. Like there was like a red circle and it was like going in, or maybe he like threw a grenade and that was the grenade circle. But sometimes I'll be completely behind a wall. I mean, I guess they could throw the grenade over. I don't know. So I just got this thing. It's a divine item, which is the rarest item in the game, which is super sweet. It's called Unstable Current, and it zaps anybody that comes nearby. So you'll see it in a second. I mean, look. That's what that does. It just immediately kills anything that's next to me. Now it does have charges and a cooldown time, so eventually it's going to run out of charges and then have to recharge. But for right now, a divine weapon is sweet. I also got GPS, which is sweet. I think it reveals stuff on the map and has me scavenge more. I don't know. Cool. The one thing that trips me out about this game is that the health it doesn't show you like how much, like it shows you how much health you have, but when you're in a battle it doesn't. So it would always be like, how much health do I have? Oh, I have a full bar of health. But you don't have a full bar of health because the health bar is like, it doesn't show you a max health, it shows you like what you're at, and so it shrinks if you take damage. And then when you get a health pack, it'll raise, which is weird to me. And so, so on top of not being able to see what's going on, I don't know. Anyway, I got an upgrade here. I can choose between critical chance, money, or dodge rate. Dodge rate all the way. I feel like the more times you can't take damage, the better. You know what I'm saying? Like if there's a 6% chance I'm not taking any damage whatsoever, that's pretty good. In fact, I like, I think that's my favorite thing to do is just stack dodge rates. I notice when I have my shield up, I move a lot slower, which is understandable to say the least, but it's to be noted. And so it's about here that I realize that my thing has charges, because I try to get close to these people so my thing will zap them, but it doesn't zap. And so I'm like, oh crap, okay. I can't just rely on this thing. I had a divine weapon right away. How crazy is that? Or a divine accessory. Because there's different like things. There's like common, and then there's like another one. But I know the only thing I know is that divine is the highest. So it's very crazy. Now the exit is right where I was, but you get like money and stuff and like supplies. Like he just dropped ammo. Sometimes people will drop credits. So I'm just going around kind of killing everything. I don't know if that's the correct thing to do or if I should just leave right away, but I feel like it's the correct thing to do because you're getting the most value. And it's not like the fights are that dangerous. I guess if you were up against like a really, really dangerous fight, you would want to leave instead of taking all that damage. But it's like Vagante, you can choose. You can be like, I want to stay, or I want to leave. So I have 2 abilities that I never use. I have a right mouse button ability that shouts. I have the ability to dash, which is what you're seeing here. I forgot that I had the ability to dash, so that's why I'm activating it. And that's a Roomba, by the way. So yeah, I have an ability where it shouts, almost like Catacomb Kid's Bully, where it like draws all the enemies to me, so I don't have to go to them. If there's like a sniper or if there's like or whatever, and I get extra damage towards them. So it's pretty much exactly Bully's thing, I believe. So I got a mystery module. I don't actually end up doing anything with that until later, but it is a thing that I have. I didn't know what it was, so I just kept it in my inventory and left. The cool thing, the thing I like about this game is it doesn't want you to lose shields. So like when you lose shields, it seems like you're about to die, if that makes sense. So like you freak out a lot earlier than you have to, and then you hide because you feel like you're about to die, and then you're not about to die because you still have shield left, or you still have health left. Whereas like other games, they would wait until you were almost dead to affect the screen. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. I just like the fact that it's yeah. See how like the whole screen turned dark because I lost shield, and I'm like, holy crap, I'm about to die. But I'm not about to die. It's just my shields are gone, which is something I really like. Just a small thing I really like. It helps me stay healthy. You know, like I didn't lose any health, I don't think. There. Yeah. It's very interesting that it doesn't show you your health or shields when you're in the battle, because that's crazy. So I want to buy this, but I don't realize I don't have enough money. So the bottom left, it shows how many credits you have, and this thing costs 120 credits. I'm almost there, so I just need to get enough, but I don't realize that until later. But there's a whole bunch of stuff here. You can buy that or that. I thought about getting this, but in the end I just want the string jet glider because it looks the coolest. Looks like a ship, so I want a ship. That would be great. And I already have enough money to go buy it, but I'm just kind of stalling. This guy's attacking me like through things, so that's rough. This beam freaks me out for a second, because it's like, what is that beam? And so I think I found it up here. There's my ability that was useless because it didn't hit anything. Also, I got stunned there, so I think that thing has a stun. So I have to be careful of that next time I play. So I got the string jet glider. I don't know how to use it just yet because I don't realize that it put it in my inventory. Because I'm in the middle of a fight. And there's that beam there. And I'm still afraid of it. Because I don't know what it is. But it's me. It's my beam. One of my items gives me like a death laser beam, which is interesting. And I believe, I think this game is randomly generated. Or procedurally generated, I should say, because nothing's randomly generated. Otherwise there'd be no way to win. I guess is the proper term. But I guess randomly generated is not wrong. Because it is random. It's just not completely random. These guys, the yellow guys, the one that I'm pointing at right now, like have dash attacks. You see what I'm saying? Like they dash at you. That costs 300 credits. I don't have that. And I think the orange guys buff themselves. Is kind of what I'm getting from this. But yeah, I don't know. That's just what I got from fighting them. So I'm playing as the riot shield guy. I'm interested to see how all the other classes play, because this could be a game potentially that I play for a little bit, just because it's fun, it's interesting. It reminds me of there's a game called Jupiter Hell that I highly recommend you check out if you like something like this. Jupiter Hell is kind of like this, but think of like a Doom aesthetic, it very much has that Doom aesthetic where it's like it's a top-down. It's top-down, but there's like aliens, and you're on a spaceship, and the aliens look like demons. It's really cool, and the community is very nice. So if you're looking for a game to get into, Jupiter Hell is very, very good. I don't know about this game because I just started playing this game. And that's another thing with roguelikes you have to be careful of, is how shallow is the game, right? Like, is it like, I think what makes people interested in roguelikes is the complexity, like the ease of entry and the complexity of the game. It has to be easy to pick up, hard to master. So I can upgrade these items if I want. I'm gonna go ahead and upgrade my battery, just because I feel like that's a good idea. I could have upgraded it again, but so I don't know what that thing is. I think I use it here. I use it at some point. I know I do. I remember using it. Just press the button. Just press it. I don't press it here, but I will press it eventually, I promise. So I just got a quest. That cube thing, that magical floating cube, gives me a quest. And then I just have to do what it says. It says to hack 2 things, which I have to do. So I guess I'm gonna go do that on the next level. Or I don't know if it requires me to stay on the same level. I don't think it does, because I complete it, and and I think I get rewards for it. But yeah, it gives me a quest that I have to do. Like I said, reloading is like the hardest thing in this game, is because you have all these enemies, and like each of them have like crazy, interesting abilities. And then you also have to manage your reload system. Like right now, I have to eject and reload. Reload. Now, what I didn't realize at the beginning is I was paying attention to the bar by my guy. But the reticle gives you so much information about what needs to happen. Oh, that thing I just summoned, that's my ship that I bought from the previous level. You have to be careful with that ship, and something I don't realize is that you can kill your own ship. So I shot at it because it got my way here, and it blew up in my face. So it's very like weird. It's very weird, I should say. But yeah, the reticle gives you so much information. Like if you watch, right, whenever I'm about to, there, it's telling me right now that I have 1 bullet left. When you have 4 bullets, it tells you, I believe, based on each one, how many bullets you have left. Or maybe if it's about to jam, it does. I don't know. But if you look at the reticle whenever I'm reloading, it'll tell me what's going on, so I don't have to look at my guy. Maybe it tells me when I have 1 bullet in the chamber? It does. It tells me when I have 1 bullet in the chamber. I eject, and then boom, it tells me when I have to press the reload, active reload button on my reticle instead of my guy, so I don't have to look at my guy every time. Which I didn't realize until later, but it's an interesting thing. Where you can just look at the reticle and hit it every time. Because that's the hardest part, right? Is like you have to like take your eyes off the guys to like look at yourself. But the reticle's giving you information as long as you're paying attention to it. Tells you when you need to press E. It tells you when you need to press R. Boom! I should press E now. R. Active reload. There's a lot of small stuff in this game, a lot of small nuances that like help you stay healthy. This is test new medication, hell yeah, but the new medication backfired and dropped my health by half. So now I only have 600 health, which is great. It's okay though. I feel like I don't lose too much health because of the game telling me that I'm about to die when my shields are out. You know? Like it does that thing that other games do when you're about to die when your shields are out. So it's like really good for me. Boom, my shields are out, I lost a bit of health. There we go. I was trying to use my riot shield there to block a lot of the damage. But I think the riot shield only increases your damage resistance. It doesn't block bullets. So I have to keep that in mind. Like it's not like a full bullet shield. You know what I'm saying? It's much more of like a damage thing. I got a health pack there, which brought me back up to where I was before. I think like 1200 is like the baseline where you want to be as far as health goes. And then 400 for my shield dude. I wonder if the shield dude gets more shields. That's probably the case, right? Like I get more shields because I have a shield. I have a lot of things in my inventory. I have a stim pack, which I'm still not using. That's going to be something that I have to think about while playing, and that's another good thing about doing this post is like I can see all the mistakes I make with you guys. Because normally what happens is I watch my own video. Does that not look like an enemy to you? That looks like a fucking enemy if I've ever seen one before in my life, dude. Or maybe this thing is the quest giver. What did the box do then? What did the box do? I don't remember what the box did. I'm not even paying attention. That thing looks like an enemy. The quest giver. It looks like it could wake up. It looks like it could wake up and kill you. It looks like a minion like Dr. Octopus would make to fool Spider-Man. I don't know why that came into my head. Like a Spider-Man reference. I haven't even been watching Spider-Man. I haven't seen Spider-Man. I guess I played pinball last night. I played like Marvel Pinball. Oh yeah, and so I thought that was pretty interesting. The enemies can interact with each other. So if there's like multiple enemies in an area, they shoot at each other. If you're in the area, you can trick enemies into shooting each other, which is insane to me. Also, I don't know what the conditions are for a gun getting jammed, because that happens a lot. That happens like a decent amount. See, like, what is that? It's this thing. It's the artillery. Okay. I'm recording this post, but it feels like I'm the one recording. Okay, cool. So I have this thing. This thing's kind of like a bullet sponge. It distracts the enemy, so that way they can do stuff. I think he's poisoned though, and he's about to die. It's weird that machines can get poisoned. I guess it's corrosive damage, right? Corrosive. Reminds me of Borderlands. The active reload reminds me of Gears of War. Corrosive, any like elemental damage reminds me of Borderlands. I used to play Borderlands 1 and 2. I used to love Borderlands 1 and 2. I don't know, something about being in a weird world where everything is like a joke. Everything's a joke. It's funny. Also, I don't know how to pick this up. Because I don't realize this till later. But it's because my inventory is full. So this is the max inventory that I can get. Oh, I realize it now. Maybe I do realize it now. Increases damage, currently held weapon, and allows the building and increased power grants a small chance of getting double damage. Extra chance, 6%. It's weird. I skimmed that when I was playing the game, but I didn't understand what it meant. But reading it now, it's so clear to me what's going on. I think what it is, I think what this game is it's the classic Call of Duty dilemma, right? You run out of ammo in one gun, it's much faster to switch to another gun instead of trying to active reload. That's why you get 3 guns, right? So you get 3 guns, one of them with a lot of ammo, one of them with some ammo, one of them with a little bit of ammo, which is what I got going on, actually. So that way you don't have to active reload. So I got this guy. This is a boss. He's already destroying me. He has heat-seeking missiles. I summoned my thing right away so I can get that done. I have my lightning working, but it ran out of charges, which is great. But I also have this blue beam that's helping me out, which is great too. So I'm kind of taking him out pretty fast, actually. He also has like heat-seeking missiles, and those things on the ground hurt you. Those little grates, I guess. I also have a dash that I need to make use of. My goal entirely during that boss fight was just to make sure that I get my shields back up, and then so that way I don't lose like main health, which I think I did a pretty good job of doing. Now that was a pretty easy boss, given that I had divine power, 2 I had like 3 automated systems working for me. I had the divine power working for me, I had the guy working for me, and then I have this thing. So that was the black cube I just used, or the thing that I got. It's not a cube, it's like I don't know how many sides it has, but it allows me to upgrade stuff. And that one said kills refresh my shield, and it increases my shield strength by 102. So I said hell yes, please, because shield strength is everything, I feel like. But yeah, it also allowed me to... Did I leave the thing behind? Did I not pick up the boss item? What if it's good? I don't think I pick up the boss item. I'm fucking, that's interesting. So I pick up a new gun at least. At least I got the boss gun. It's a gun for another class. It's a rogue gun, which is where like sniper is. So it's like a long range weapon. That's pretty good. I also there are invisible enemies now and flying ships that are not mine. They're basically just my ship, but not my ship. You know? And there's a ton of them. I saw shield. I didn't even look at the other options. I looked at it and I was like, shield regeneration. Yes, please. So I have faster shield regen, so my shields come back faster, which is good for the playstyle that I'm kind of going for. This game is fun. I found myself getting lost. The reason why I'm doing post commentary in the first place is because I started out doing regular commentary at the beginning of this. Luckily I recorded in 2-track audio, so I can like do stuff like this. But of course I jammed there. I was like, oh, I'm gonna kill him. But yeah, so I started recording, and then I realized that like I just can't. It's the same thing that happened with Wizard of Legend. Also, never go to that thing because it's the alarm, and I just activated the alarm on myself. Either that, or maybe you do want to activate it so you can get more credits for killing them, because you do get credits for every kill that you do. So I don't know. But yeah, it's the same thing with Wizard of Legend. Like I really wanted to play Wizard of Legend, but it was almost like I would get into it and then I just would stop talking. And it's the same kind of thing with this game, just because it's like there's a lot that you have to think about in a battle. So as soon as the battles start, it's like not good. You know what I'm saying? Because there's the active reload you have to worry about. There's enemies like this that are like shooting at you, and then you get enemies from behind. You have to active reload while you're fighting things. Right here I switch weapons, which I think is how you're supposed to play, right? You get to a point where you have to eject the clip, but instead of ejecting, just switch weapons. And I think you can get overheated because there's a little heat meter down below that keeps going up whenever I make an action. If I dash, if I shoot, it goes up. And so I think you can overheat and die. I'm not sure about that. Don't quote me on that, but it looks like you can. So if you get maybe like a really like overpowered weapon, it will maybe do something. I don't know. It'll maybe like overheat you if you use it too much. I'm trying to have my riot shield up so I negate some of the damage from these missiles. I think I start to realize that the riot shield is one of the best weapons I have, because I was using like shotgun and stuff before, which is fine because it was doing some damage. But yeah. So I don't know what that did, but when I took it, I took a shit ton of damage, which is not good. So now, of course, the enemies are swarming me. And I have a ton of enemies around. So I'm trying to figure out why I just lost all of my health, while at the same time trying to live with my life. This is a risky, scary situation. That guy, I think, regenerates shields. And I died. I got a new best in a lot of things because this is my first time playing. But it's good. It's a good game. It was surprisingly good, and with a class system where you can mix it up, you can play different classes like in Vagante. Maybe that's not my class. Maybe I like the sniper. Maybe I like the commando. You know, there's like so many other. I think there's 8 classes that you can pick from, and there's 4 classes and like two subclasses in each class. That's interesting. I also got 2 new unlocks, which is good. It got into battle garden or guardian module, so you can like change. Not only are there different classes, but you can like customize the loadout in those classes. Right? It's not like the same loadout every time. You can alter your loadout, and you can also do research. I mean, look at all this stuff. Look at all this stuff. So it looks like there's a lot of depth to it, right? When I was mentioning earlier about like the shallowness of a roguelike, there's a lot of, it seems like there's a lot of depth here, and there's different levels for each one. So like if you switch a class, you're gonna be earning experience and things for that class. Sniper, assassin, raider, heavy gunner, engineer, demolisher. There's all these cool classes that I want to end up playing eventually, so I might play another one of these, although I'll probably have to do post-commentary again just because I cannot think while I play this. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and I hope to see you guys in the next episode. Peace out, you guys.